Hello, welcome. My name is Mette Glagård, and I'm Danish. And I am so thrilled that you are here. This is a huge day for me. Let me explain. When I was 17, my father asked me, what do you want to be when you grow up? This is a question that most young people, children and young people get. In Denmark at least, I don't know if it's the same at your place, but in Denmark, grown-ups always ask children, what do you want to be? And my father also asked me that when I was 17, and I said, I want to be an author. I want to write. I want to write books and tell great stories. And his reply was, well, you're a retard, and retards don't become writers. Retards can't write. So you can forget all about that. You have to find something else that you want to do. That was, of course, not true. But I'm a psychotherapist besides being an author. And maybe some of you know that the stories that parents tell their children often becomes true inside the children, even though they're not. So I grew up, and even though I did know that I wasn't a retard, I did know that, but I had a feeling that there was something wrong with me that made it impossible for me to pursue my dreams. And it took me 30 years almost 30 years, 25 years, to get to the point where I actually stopped believing that I couldn't be and do exactly what I wanted to be and do. And here I am. Well, actually it started in 2009, where I wrote my first book, a self-help book called Your Way to Real Self-Esteem. I just had to think of the English title because in Danish it's called something else, of course. But it's a book about self-esteem. And self-esteem is the biggest problem of all. If you grow up with parents who tell you false stories about yourself, you stop believing in yourself, that you deserve a great life. Well, anyway, I broke the code. I broke the code and I wrote a self-help book. But even though I didn't really feel like an author, a real author, creating stories, telling stories, passing on something that came from deep inside me. But I succeeded. And 6 months ago, I released my first novel ever, called Døde Mænd. Døde Mænd is a story about the serial killer Marie, who kills abusive men. And I must say that my father delivered a great piece of a great deal of material for the book. But that's another story. I'll tell you that another day. But today I will tell you this, that I spent 3 months thinking about the possibility of actually publishing in English. And I thought, well, you know, I'm a self-publisher, and I'm a best-selling self-publisher in Denmark, and that's great. But how do you do that in the States? How do you do that in Australia? How do you do that out in the world, where people don't know who I am? I might be a public figure in Denmark, but that doesn't help me when I'm going to publish out there with you. But I translated the book, or well, I got someone to translate it for me, because even though my English is okay, it's not as lively, it's not as beautiful as it can be when someone who is native to the language can speak it and translate it. So I got help, and when it was translated, I took another month wondering if I was doing myself what do you call it? An anti-favor? If I was doing something bad for myself in publishing and believing that I could actually do this, publishing in English. Well, in the end I decided that it didn't matter if the book really sold. The important matter was actually just to publish for me. And woe and behold, this day has come. Today, February 8th, 2016, I am publishing my first novel in English. And the title is called Dead Men, and here's a cover of the book. And I'm really, really proud. It got great reviews in Denmark. I mean, really great. In Denmark, we don't like to boast. We don't like to brag about what we do and what we accomplish. But I know that it's different out there in the world, that in other countries you can actually talk about what you've done and what you've accomplished and what makes you proud. And this makes me really, really proud. Yeah! Woo! I'm published in English. I've got my first novel out, and you can get it at Amazon.com. It's both in printed and e-version. It's out there for you to buy. Oh wait, I think the printed version is out now, not the e-version. It's gonna be on tomorrow or the day after. I hope you will support me. I hope you will read the book, and I hope you will review it if you think it's worth reading. Because, of course, when I don't have the biggest publishing companies in my back, I need some other people to help me, and that could be you. Will you help me? Will you read my book and review it? I would be so happy. I would be so thrilled. Thank you. Thank you for watching this, and thank you for helping me celebrate one of the biggest days of my life, being published in English. Yes! I did it! Yeah! Woo! Dead Men by Mette Glargaard on Amazon.com. Go, go, go!